Well, today is the 4th of September, it's 2024, and I'm back down in Palmanova. Anita's still away, she won't be back for a week or two yet, so I'm on my own. But I've got a good reason for being down in Palmanova. And it's not going to the beach. Although, hopefully we'll get a good look at the beach. It's a little bit hazy now, a bit cloudy. When we woke up this morning, when I woke up this morning, it was a clear blue sky, looked really nice. But as the days progressed, the clouds have gone, they're quite high. Temperature 31 degrees according to the thermometer in front of me. So it's still very warm. But possibility of rain, and there's even a warning out of hurricane force winds. Well, there's no winds at all at the moment, it's very, very calm, so we'll see what musters up later on. We have had several storms on the island, and some of which I've missed because I wasn't on the island, and yesterday I did actually get caught up in one, though I didn't get wet, which was lucky. I was in a DIY store buying a new barbecue, so I'll see that later, but as I was in there, the heavens opened and it really did pour down with rain. By the time I got out, it would more or less stopped, so it lasted less than an hour, I would have thought. But in the Tramontana up in the mountains, it dumped around about 90 litres in Baleares per square metre, and that's a lot of water in a very short space of time. Baleares built on a mountainside, so I imagine it drained away quite well into the sea. But you got the same in places like Soyer. Didn't quite get as much rain, but still an awful lot. And this rain all collects into the torrents, the rivers, which are normally dry when we see them. Well, now they've got lots of water in, and I did actually witness that as I was driving back from Mallorca. Just walking along, you could see places where there would normally be no water, suddenly a deluge of water. And the local newspaper, the Ultima Hora, has had lots of pictures and videos, some of them really quite dramatic videos, showing the amount of water that comes down, came down. Not seen too much in the way of damage that's being done, though I'm guessing that there must have been quite a few places flooded, and the fire service were very much on alert yesterday and pumping people out who were being flooded. But my reason for coming down to Palmanova today, it's Wednesday, and it's the first Wednesday of the month, and that means it's the lads' lunch. And the lads' lunch, first Wednesday of the month, but the other proviso of this is that it's always in the Palmanova, Soncaliu area, so we come to various restaurants if we're available, of course. One of them here is Mai Tai. We quite often come down to Mai Tai. They do a special menu of the day, which is quite reasonable, and we always get good service there, so I quite enjoy going there. But that's not the menu of choice today. I'm just going to cross the road. It's a Wednesday and the beach is looking pretty busy. Lots of people in the sea, and I think probably for some it'll be a nice little bit of respite from the intense sun that some have obviously been having. I would say it was hazy. It's not hazy at all, it's really actually very clear, and we've just got some quite high cloud, so there's a nice crisp horizon out there. It does look a little bit greyer over this way, just getting towards Magaluf. You just need to be careful. Don't start walking into the rain. I've got about 40 minutes to walk, so I'm not going to be doing a very long walk today. Well, where all the lovely lavender used to be, it's all gone. All gone. There's a green flag, but the wind looks to be slightly offshore, which makes it a little bit more dangerous. It's not completely. It makes it look a little bit more dangerous, particularly if you're on a lilo or something, or a little rubber boat. You just get blown out. This is Azur Beach Club, which is the one that's taken over from the Camp Blanc here in Palmanova, with their direct access to the beach. Now we are seeing some damage just across the road. Seen a tree. In fact, actually, I think I saw this when I was in England. I saw that a tree had come down in Palmanova. Well, it looks like they're taking a bit of preemptive action here, and they've taken off some branches of some of the trees, which makes a lot of sense. Just needs to be tidied up there. There's the beehive across the road, and more or less next to the beehive is the Contro Corriente, and that's another place we've been to for one of our lads' lunches, and that's about as far as we go in Palmanova, so I don't think we've been any further, not in my time of going to the lads' lunches anyway. Last night I went down to Santa Ponça quite late. I had to actually go shopping first, so a late shop in Mercadona just to get a few things. Didn't get many things actually. I seem to be eating out a lot over the next few days, so I don't think I'll be eating very much at home. So I just got a couple of things, and that should keep me going for quite a few days. But went on to Santa Ponça, so I didn't actually get there till it was dark, 9:30, so the video is quite dark, or at least it's dark in parts and very bright in other parts, because the video is of the fireworks that were happening in Santa Ponça as part of the Rey Jaime celebrations, King Jaime, celebrating the Christian takeover of the island from the Moors. Oh. There'll be lots more celebrations in Santa Ponça, so I may be getting there again, time allowing. I'm going up the steps now. Nice to see that still no graffiti on the wall up there. It's been removed. And some other good news about the markets that I seem to have been thinking about or talking about for the last 2 or 3 months, who I mentioned a long time ago, and I never really saw them. So they're supposed to have been markets in Palmanova and places like that in Maghreb. They've just not appeared, or at least nothing significant. Anyway, starting tomorrow, the first of the Calvia markets, the new Calvi markets, will be in Magaluf tomorrow. So Thursday morning, Magaluf markets. Now this is not a tourist market, this is a regular market where you're going to be able to buy fruit and vegetables and all the normal things that you can buy on the regular markets. So hopefully I'll get along to see that, see how it works. And then in Palmanova, here in Palmanova, the first one will be on Sunday. The local council have said this isn't a gimmick, it's going to be a 365 days a year markets here in the Calvia district. So yeah, quite looking forward to seeing how the markets work, how many stalls they manage to get, and I will appreciate, of course, that it is the opening days, and so there may be more or less stalls, and I suppose depending on the success is how more market stall holders will want to be at them. So the one at Magaluf tomorrow is a little bit out at the back of Magaluf in a car park, so it's a little bit off the beaten track for tourists. Tourists will possibly miss them, and don't know if they're going to be publishing these in hotels. So they are attractions. I know lots of people ask me, where's the nearest market? And for people in Palmanova and Magaluf, the nearest market probably is Son Ferrer, which is on a Friday. It's a good market, but you've got to get a bus there. So if you've got one actually in Palmanova and one in Magaluf, it's kind of helpful. There is one on Saturday in Santa Ponça, so Santa Ponça is catered for, and Peguera has a very good one on a Tuesday. Mita and I both like that. Similar picture on this beach. Got lots of people in the water, out of the water. You know, it's a relatively dull day. I'm just going to try and walk to the end of this sort of beach area, and then I'll be making my way back for my lunch. I haven't told you where that is yet, have I? Just got to go down the steps, and you'll notice I'm leaving the camera on. Anita's not with me to say be careful. I always got that in the back of my mind. I need to say be careful, but it's all feeling a lot better as far as my walking is concerned. My knees are not hurting so much, maybe a little bit in the hips, but I think much of it has been down to my weight loss. And 99% of you have been very encouraging. Someone did say, what's the point? Why are you doing it? Enjoy life. But my answer then was, I am enjoying life. And I am enjoying the challenge of losing weight. And I do something that many people are told not to do and it doesn't work for them, and that's weighing myself every single day at exactly the same time on exactly the same set of scales, so I know exactly where I'm going up or down. And I know that some days I'll go up and some days I'll go down, and I've just got to eliminate the downs more than the ups, and it works for me. I'm not saying it'll work for everybody, but it works for me. And it gives me that extra impetus to do a little bit more if my weight's gone up. And no, I've not stopped living. I've not locked myself away. I'm still going out. We still go out. We still do have a drink when we're out. Perhaps not so much in the way of alcohol though. And we've stopped a lot of the menu del dias that we would have had before. But today, lads' lunch, menu del dia, and I'm out tomorrow for another menu del dia. So there may be a few blips in my weight change, but So long as the overall weight changes down, that's fine. Thermometer across the road in the pharmacy here says 29 degrees at 12:48. And I'll go with that. That's just feel warm. A little bit sticky. Not very much breeze. During our trip to the Pyrenees, I managed to lose the little windsock that helps to improve the sound quality when it is breezy and windy. Don't think it will be affected today because there isn't very much in the way of wind, but I know on some of them you might be getting a little bit of wind noise. We just haven't managed to source a new windsock yet. As I was going to Santa Ponça last night, I thought I would drive through Palmanova just to have a look to see how busy it was. And that first leg that we came along, all of the restaurants were packed, absolutely jammed. And when I got to Santa Ponça, it was exactly the same story. I was walking past restaurant after restaurant, which were absolutely full to the brim, which is great news. Just reading the paper today, they've announced some figures for tourism for July, and the number of British tourists actually dropped by about 10%, which is actually quite significant. When the question was asked why, it was mostly because the Brits felt that they couldn't afford the holidays, and there was obviously some small influence as far as Mallorca is concerned with some of the negative press that has been going out with the protests. But on the other side of the coin, the German tourists for July were up 12% on last year. So you lose one, you gain another. One little surprise was, I think, the French tourism, which is sort of a minority tourism as far compared to German and British, was up 22%. So it's a little bit of swings and roundabouts, and generally I think the final figure was up about 4%. So we'll wait and see what August is like. This is Paradise Beach. Now, I'm not going to walk all the way around because I've got to make sure I'm on time for lunch. So I'll have to do that on another day and make my way around here. I won't be getting as far as the San Matias Beach. This is where San Matias Beach Hotel is, and that's where Sean is coming in just a very few days now. We'll be here next week. I did have a message this morning asked me what has happened to the Compass bar, which is owned by Peter, a former pupil of ours. I went to BIS many years ago now, one of our first pupils there. Well, Peter has now rented the Compass bar out, and it's had a bit of a makeover. Yeah, I think some of you might be struggling to recognise it. It's now called Casa Chiringo, and you'll see the Chiringo name elsewhere in Palmanova. It looks really impressive. I haven't seen Peter around to ask him about it, but hopefully he's happy with the transformation. I'm sure I'll be catching up with him at some point as he walks along the front here. The other place close by you'll see El Chiringo is on the beach over there. That's the same group, and one next to the Beehive, I think. But I couldn't see the sign last time I was there. This is the Dolphin Piano Bar. Some people a bit concerned when they saw the for sale sign earlier on this year. The light just quickly disappeared, and it looks to me as though it's very much back to normal.
Mimi n'a pas eu de cadeau parce que...
I'm heading back.
There's no point in doing that because then you'd never move. Sabi niya daw, if you're in a room, you can never be different.
This is Chalok, one of the shops that's been around for a very long time. A couple of nice boats out there. They'll be hoping there's not a hurricane. Hopefully listening to the weather forecast, the shipping type forecast, which tell them where to go for safety. There's one picture in the newspaper which looked to be showing a tornado passing over the island, and they're not unknown at all. I've seen water spouts over the sea on several occasions, and I've seen the devastating effect of tornadoes going across the land as well. I've actually seen a tornado on land, but water spouts out at sea, that's a little bit more common. And this is the time of year when we do get this change in the weather. The gota fria. This is the tropical beach. This is their new outside lounge. Doesn't look to be open yet. It's a bit early. Very early for a cocktail. Guess that'll open up soon. And then this is the revamped Tropico Hotel, which I've heard differing opinions. The latest one was all very good, saying that they'd had a fantastic holiday there and couldn't praise the hotel enough. So maybe they've sorted out some of the issues that they had, which are bound to have after such a major renovation that they had. But, it was taken back to the brick walls and completely remodeled. This is Nova Etapa. They're not open yet. Chinese restaurant up at the top there, offering this incredible $9.55 menu of the day. Car park just up the road. I didn't actually try that car park today. Usually pretty full by this time. So I've actually parked by the Cafe Palmanova in the Dippers Mint. Across the road, we've got the perfume shop. Above the perfume shop is the stadium, which is a great place to go if you like loud music and entertainment. And the sad news there is Tony, who runs it, his mum died recently. Georgie had been part of our lives through the church. She ran the choir, and so we were involved a little bit. Lots of our friends were in the choir, so we knew Georgie reasonably well. It's very sad and surprising to us. She passed away, and just hope that Tony and all of the family are okay. Natalie's another one that's very well received here on the island, but I think another one we've not visited yet. I spoke to Anita this morning, and it's the first day for the girls to start their school. Just at the hotel here, and this is Leapy Lee. I know Leapy Lee very well, and almost don't recognise me in that picture. Don't think you look much like that anymore, Lee. Leapy Lee, absolutely fantastic entertainer, and I'm here through the grapevine. He's got a new Christmas hit coming out, and the new thing about this Christmas song that he's got out is that it's not a new song. It's that it's going to be performed with the BIC choir, which is Anita's old choir. Hope that one does well. We're looking at Compass Bar further back, and you can see that that's now called Casa Chiringo, and you've got the Il Chiringo on the beach, and here's an Il Chiringo pizzeria. I must have been blind last time, I couldn't see the sign. It's all lit up there. And there's the trees, branches that have been lopped off. And for anyone who's wondering where Elvis is in Palmanova, he's right here at the LA American Diner.
Definitely changed everything.
It's a saffron. They do a 3-course menu for $15.95. And then my tapas. Toffiti and La Cantina. This is the Fergus Palmanova. Which has the Morocco restaurant, lounge bar, which we have been to on occasion. Usually for a nightcap. Sunset Bar and Oceana. Jolly Stars. I'm just going to cross over the road here. Okay.
We love you, Mr. Bagley.
Oh, hey! That was Peter. Talk of the devil. I've been talking about compass all the way around on this one, and there he is. He still loves me. That's Besiki. We've not had a lad's lunch at Besiki, but we have it next door, which is the Indian restaurant. And I particularly like the lad's lunch when it's at the Jaipur Tandoori. It's really always good there. If you need provisions, then here's a Roski, which is a reasonable price. And it just has all the basic things that you might need. Using it as hairdresser. She's got an appointment when she gets back soon. Hi. Anita was asking me when her appointment was, so I need to look it up. No, she's written it on the calendar, but she was talking about you this morning. She's not back for another week or so yet, so see you. Thank you. It's a charity shop. This is the Lions charity shop. We often mention some of our friends work in there, helping to raise money for the local needy. And just across the road there's the Edificio Royal Nova, and there's a gallery that if you walk up to the top of there, fantastic bookshop which is part of the Lions shops, and they have a great selection of books in English but in other languages as well, so you've got a choice of languages. Taste of India, this is another one we've not yet tried. They do a menu for $12.95, not sure what that is, but very good. we're nearly back at the memorial. I've got about 20 minutes, so I think I can get to the car and I'll hopefully drive a little bit closer to the restaurant and show you the restaurant. So we're going today for our menu of the day. Not Maison Sans Calieu, though we do go to Maison Sans Calieu quite often. It's not for us for today. Well, that's it from Palmanova. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video, wherever that may be. And if I do get a chance, I will show you where we're having lunch. Bye for now. Well, this is where we are for lunch today. It's the restaurant El Cruce, and they do a great menu del dia here. So looking forward to seeing some friends who I haven't seen for a while. And again, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.